Hey everyone, welcome back to my second video showcasing Rogue Loops. I'm going to be playing as Amber, the daughter here. I recommend you check this game out. I'll put a link in my description and comments. You can get the demo at the moment, you can wishlist the game, and it will be coming out on consoles and Steam as well. But it's coming out pretty soon. I think it's one of the more impressive roguelike games. I'm playing as Amber, who is a ranged archer, a roguelike character, because it should allow me to showcase the mechanics a little bit better because I don't have to get into the nitty-gritty. In this game, you'll be going around these two rooms, the bottom room and the top room, in loops, and there'll be a bunch of different debuffs that will remain present. Alright, launch a lightning charged enemy orb. I'll try and explain the mechanics as I can, but I've got my bow, which is my basic attack. You'll probably hear the controller. I'm using Xbox controller clicking because I'll be using that a lot. And then I've got my orb, which is the attack that I just chose there. Now, there is a perfect cast on your skills, just like a little bit of a skill check that if you hold it for the right amount of time, it will do extra damage, extra different things. Let's get a burning wall. Let's do this here. Burglar enemies. They'll steal money, but I don't plan on getting hit by them too much, so that should be okay. Now, I have a dash. The dash is very handy. I can dash and attack at the same time. I'll be using the dash constantly because as we play through the goal to get to the boss, we're going to get more and more enemies. The rooms are going to become more and more complicated. So I'll be dashing to avoid damage. Let's do... I thought I already had a ghost wall. Alright, we want the hunting wolf with the ghost wall. The hunting wolf will mark enemies, which will give a bit of a debuff to them and let me do more damage. Need to make sure that I dash that. Must have a vision issue. So already, I'm only a couple of minutes into the run and they're starting to give us a fair amount of enemies. The good thing is all attacks are coordinated, so you'll get a visual cue on that. The bad news is that there's so many debuffs that it's going to get really tricky. You'll see up at top a bit of a red bar, and that the charger that gets us to the boss. If we get that whole bar charged up, then we'll get to fight the boss and hopefully make it to the next level. A gong striker emerges outside the room, hits a gong and sends out deadly waves every so often. Or let's use some gold coins, but in order for that to work for me, I do need to get to a merchant room. Now I have this ability here I'm going to use, which allows me to draw my arrows back. I have access to 3 characters at the moment. I believe on the full release there'll be at least one more. And each of them have a leveling up system that you get through passive reruns and through gaining currency with your runs and things like that. And you can change the different abilities that you have on each character. There is so much happening. That's 4 perfect rooms in a row. I must say that's pretty good for me. There's a lot of customization and stuff like that. Or let's go to the merchant's portal. I've got all this money. I want to go buy some things. Hopefully I can get some extra health as well. Alright, what does extra health cost? Extra health costs barrier, a shockwave. What do we got over here? Attack damage. Heal. I don't need a heal. I'm still at perfect health. What do we got? Lightning jumps to nearby enemies when an electrified enemy gets hit. So fire nova. Create a shockwave in radius. So I think I want to go all in. Let's go all in on electricity. So everything that we build this round is going to try and be electricity based. I get this here, which is some essence, which I can use after the round, or some healing. The problem is I didn't get extra health. I hope I get that choice of extra health because the rogue is a very low HP, only 44, and I'm going to need more than that. I'm going to need definitely more than that when I try and fight the boss because that's going to be painful. These little green attack guys I hate. They have ruined a run or two. Oh, I got feared. Getting feared is bad. It's one of those sort of games where you can be doing really well and then you get one mistake and all of a sudden your run's over. Not quite that bad, but the damage definitely stacks up. Getting feared is a really bad one. 5 perfect rooms in a row. I'm feeling like I'm on a roll. I'm pretty happy with this. I've got my maximum health, 69 HP. Nothing funny about that. All I got now to do is try and get this boss done. so I can show you what the second area is like. I've got pretty lucky with the debuffs here. I think I read somewhere there's like over 30 different relics, so there's so much difference in the runs that you do as well, which is cool. I like that. I've usually done fire runs, so you've got fire, which burns, or ice, which freezes, and electricity. Oh, that was an enemy. I was just standing on them. And electricity, which obviously shocks. Each of them is a little bit different. All right. Even though I'm going through, I'm not charging that boss very quickly, which makes me think that maybe these rounds are easy. The cursed crystal there has a higher level difficulty. Let's go gain some movement so that I can just become so fast. Oh, that's fast. Oh, I've got a purple crystal shield here, which kind of I can't damage any enemy until I deal with that, so that becomes pretty important. And because I've got it once, that means now every time I do like that speed. Every time I play the bottom part of this, I'm going to get that. Have I almost perfect this whole... Oh, fear. No, I shouldn't have spoke. Oh, I was so close. I've never gone perfect to the boss fight. That would have been so good. I think here's the last one. Oh, there must be more. I don't think I like the electricity as much as the ice. I like the ice because it's so impactful. And fire is good because you just end up like doing so much damage. Oh, I don't think I've mentioned the way that you get your cooldown. Oh, still haven't got the boss. The way you get your cooldown is by doing attacks. So the more attacks you hit on the enemies, the quicker your cooldown will go down. Let's get some attack damage. I'll get some slippery surfaces. The good thing here is that next round is 100% the boss. Bad news is I just took damage I don't need to take. I've got a bunch of little bonus extra damage things that I've got using the currency after the fight. So you'll see in the top right corner I've got some blue essence. That's one of the currencies I've got there. I use that to get upgrades afterwards. So I could probably get one after this round and show you what it's like. You buy wishes, there's a skill tree. Most of mine will be based around the first attack damage. All right, let's go check out this boss fight. Hopefully I can do okay with it. There's two different bosses. They're not too hard, but this one I will take damage, but it's not too hard. What I need to do, this first part's actually harder than the second part, it's the main part. So I need to clear these hands. Think for a bit, because they do so much range attack. Clear these two sort of sisters, whatever they are. Try to not take damage. I got one done. And then I get the big guy who comes down. Why are they missing? Alright, now we've got the main part, which is just the same attack patterns over and over again. There's 2 rounds of it. If you've ever played a... no, action... Oh, it took damage. Action roguelike game or Metroidvania. I'm going to stop talking too much, but you've seen these patterns before. Oh, that's going to hit me. Wow, that's really bad. Normally I can avoid that by going to the corner. Cheese it a little bit. If I can get it halfway, that would be good, and then we'll get the second phase. Yeah, almost there. Oh, back a say. That should be second phase. Alright. Don't die, don't die. Waste that. Okay. If I can get one down, I should be okay. They got a different attack pattern this time, but it's actually easier than the first time. This one's harder because it chases you. Alright. No damage, that's good. You're married, we're back. Shockwave attack, get rid of that. This one is easier to avoid than the first one, which is funny. You can actually just run it. Well, that one's not. Especially with the speed up. That speed up helps me just to outrun. If you get too close, you do that, but we don't get that close. The breathing attack's the best one because that's so easy to just to jump forward and then get a lot of damage. I'm feeling pretty good here. I gotta not talk, because last time I talked about not taking damage and stuff like that, I took damage. I think a breathing attack is done. Alright, it's over. It's over. Boss fight done. You married is down. Oh yeah, good about that. He has fallen. First boss, first level done. Which is good. I knew the first time I did a video, I got nowhere near defeating a boss. So since I've used some blue points earlier, some essence, I've got this little healy here. So every boss that I defeat, I will get a heal and I'll move on down. The goal is to keep moving down through the loops. And that's pretty much the gameplay loop of it. So we'll play for a little bit more here. We'll move into the second world so you see it's pretty much of the same. The enemies become a little bit harder. The room becomes a little bit cooler, but we still have that same idea. I would choose a second ability. I've got I don't like chakrams. Let's do tremor. So now I've got electricity abilities on my left trigger, on my right trigger as well. So I should be able to do a lot. And every time someone's electrocuted, if I attack them, it will move to someone else because of that relic I've got. So the goal has to be to try and electrocute people and then just attack and watch that electric damage just spread like wildfire. It's really impactful. That's cool. That was a good round. That was a perfect room. We'll take that. Skill damage or a healing tree? I feel like I want skill damage because that's going to get all my electricity up. Enemies are going to do bombs, but that's okay. I just need to make sure that they're far away from me. Try and electrocute as many people as I can. He's doing range attacks. Range attacks are evil. You can pretty much stun lock him. So you can see that, like, I've had rounds where I died before I even got to the first boss, but once you get a really good build, it becomes easier. Let's do an ancient relic. And let's get some double strikes. I want them actually to be closer because that will, once electrocuted, this is a mini boss. Alright, that's done. Got some more guys. The electricity tether is really good for clearing. This is one of my best builds actually. I'm feeling good about that. I've done runs that have just ended up terrible. This one I am clearing. Absolutely clearing. I wonder if I know is it a boss? I've beaten this level before. Maybe that's a boss. I don't have enough gold. Ooh. Let's go and see what we can buy. Let's go and spend some cash. Oh, different merchant room this time. Electricity. When you kill electronic enemies, their corpses become black holes. That could be cool. Let's do that. Let's keep it going. And heal? I don't need to heal. Get some blue essence for later. Alright, I'm feeling good. We got a full electricity build. That should create black holes, which I'm thinking means... And they're all electrocuted. So I wonder what a black hole does, whether it brings people in or whether it electrocutes them. If it electrocutes them, I'm feeling good about that. Taking damage, I don't want to take. Feel like my spamming of the trackpad could be a little bit problematic for this video, but that's okay. Let's get some more attack damage. There's a totem. Let's kill that. We don't want them healing. We don't want anyone healing. Oh, So that boss is going to come back every time I'm on this loop, which is annoying, but that's okay, because if we can electrocute him, he'll just be our main damage guy. Alright, this might be my last room, and then I'll go show you the home base and remind you to check this one out. I've played through this. I've just got a new update today. I think the optimization's better. I think in the past, every now and then I'll have just a little slowdown of frame drops and stuff like this, but I haven't had a single problem here despite recording this whole thing, which I think is awesome. Alright, so let's ooh, maybe I can't abandon it. Maybe I gotta just die. I'll just die. I'll just stand in here and let them get me. You can see how much damage they do when you're not dodging. Yeah, it's pretty quick. That was pretty quick. I'll take that. Not a bad run. Game over. Got some blue essence, cleared some, got some parchments which we can use as well, so that's cool. Alright, so Aiden's the character you get at the start. Amber's what you get next, and then you got Gabrielle the father there, but let's go show you what you do with this blue essence. So about 375 blue essence. I can go up to this. Whatever this is, the Witch Emporium, and buy a witch, so it gets more expensive each time. And then I got my skill tree here, so I can get some healing regen if I want. There's two different parts of it, so looks like I don't have any choice actually, but I'll put some points in things like attacking from behind. This is the main part I've got here, which is the first time I deal damage to enemies. That does extra damage. That's why I'll be doing lots of damage. And then I think this might even be the boss. I don't know if you unlock this when you kill the boss or not, but you can see here that there's different abilities that you can use. So depending on which sort of build path you want to do, arrows are or whatever, or the bow of secular, different build paths that you can do, which will level up as well. Can I level up here? Yeah, I'll level up. I got some extra abilities, I think, critical hit chance and stuff like that. So definitely one of those roguelikes that the game gets easier the more you play through. The first runs are a bit tricky. What do you want? A new relic found. Okay, nice. Cool. All right, that is Rogue Loops. As I said, link in the description. Check out the Steam page. Try the demo, wishlist the game, and let me know what you think about it. I got nothing bad to say about this game. I think it is probably the best roguelike I've played so far this year. All right, if you agree with me, let me know. Thanks for watching.